Hello, and welcome to part 4 of the Captain's Log. We apologise. We've only got one camera this week, but we make things work because we're awesome like that. This week we have half of Cornfield Chase on the sofa with us, Sandy and Chris. So thanks for being here and joining us for the 4th instalment of the Captain's Log. Of course, we have biscuits with us. No promotion here, but we like biscuits. And no mother than not from Midriff, just so you know. So we'll get right to the questions. Of course, Sandy, you're holding Hamish today. Pals. So, what got you into playing music?
So, my sister was a cellist and a piano player, and there was lots of sort of records getting played in the house when I was a kid. And then I got the opportunity to play the cello at primary school and sort of taught myself guitar after that, and then just continued with it at school and on to further education. So, Chris?
Well, I got into music just for a love of drums. I started in the pipe band, and then I sort of worked my way up into drum kit, and then sort of moved my way into like further education, into college and uni, and sort of that's where I found out like a bit different types of music and stuff like that, and I've just grown passion for it, and it's great. There you go.
Thank you. That's awesome. So, how did you two meet, and what brought you two and the other two members of the project together?
So we're veterans of Edinburgh College. We met, me and Chris, we met on the HND there, and Kieran and Desmond, who are the other two members, are studying on the same course but the year below. So now Chris has moved on to Napier, and as is Desmond, and Kieran's taken a year out, but he's hoping to go to Napier as well, while I'm still stuck at Edinburgh College because I'm hardcore.
Edinburgh College rocks. That's where I started out. So you say that the project's inspired by Hans Zimmer. So what is it exactly about him that inspires you?
So musically, it's not quite Hans Zimmer, but just it's kind of particularly the Interstellar soundtrack is one of my favourite film soundtracks, and there's a cue on that soundtrack that's called Cornfield Chase, which is where we got our name from. It's just the kind of just his music. He uses lots of kind of like little short motifs that he kind of repeats and grows and gets really atmospheric and just sounds huge eventually when all the instruments come in. So it was just kind of like thinking something that suited my personal aesthetic. I quite like spacey themes and kind of ethereal music, so I think that piece of music was one that inspired me. Plus it's a scene in the film that I really like when they're chasing the drone through the fields. So I just thought it was an appropriate thing.
That's awesome. This is a question for both of you again. What's your favourite song at the moment? Like the kind of song you play that you kind of play until it annoys the hell out of you. You got anything like that at the moment?
I mean, I don't have a favourite song, but I've got a favourite artist that I listen to. They're called Agent Fresco. They like incorporate lots of different genres into their music, so it's quite a wide what's the word? Wide scale. Wide spectrum of music. So it's good.
You've had time to think now, Sandy.
There's a couple of songs I like just now. There's a song called Salt by an Icelandic band called Mammut that I think's really good. And there's a band called Braids from Canada, and they've got a song called Miniskirt, which is kind of like a kind of feminist type kind of anthem about I don't know exactly what it's about, but I gather that it's about kind of like getting eyed up by men and not feeling entirely comfortable. And then there's a kind of nationalist kind of Canadian agenda in there somewhere as well. I'd like to actually find out the exact reasons behind the song, but that's what I gathered from the lyrics anyway.
Well, I'm sure Google will be your friend. So if you had any superpower, what would it be and why would you choose that one? I think I'll give it to microphone to you first, Chris, because you seem like you've got an idea.
I've got a rough idea. I mean, just being like flying places, like being able to fly somewhere instead of like relying on like buses or trams or planes or stuff like that, or be able to write an essay or assignment pretty fast. I think that'd be pretty handy for students like ourselves. So, Sandy.
Look what you did to Hamish, Chris. He's
Oh,
only a little
fine,
owl.
He's fine.
I'll just sort out his bow tie. I don't know. Flying's a pretty good one. I don't think you can really top flying. But just generally being able to maybe like have a really good output musically, so just constantly churning out things. I mean, I try to do that, but other things get in the way sometimes. So if I was just to be like Bach or somebody like that who's just writes screeds of music all the time, that would be cool. But I also have a life, so there are other things come into your life, so it's not always possible. But
I totally get that. So have you ever been asked to cover a really cheesy or dreadful song, or have you done one of your own free will?
in German at school, we got taught a DJ Ötzi song that was called Anton aus Tirol, about the ski resort, and I played it at the cafe at the YMCA in Kirkcaldy, and there were lots of like German students coming in and were like, "How do you know that song?" sort of thing. So that's probably the cheesiest thing I've ever played. I don't know about Chris.
I've not had any requests for cheesy songs because like I've just played in bands, so it's me like the singer who's got the requests. Like I just play what's I'm told, really. So
Have you ever been told to play anything cheesy or dreadful?
no, not really. No.
You lucky person. You're so lucky. So I always ask this question. It says, what is your opinion on being able to stream live to anywhere in the world and watch anywhere in the world? Because I always give a little shout out to someone who's watching. This week, my mum, because I've just taught my mum what the word shout out means because she didn't know before. So I think she's watching from the little village in Durham. If you are, I hope you've got it to work. So what is your opinion on being able to do that?
I think it's great. I mean, obviously you can access anybody pretty much in the world now, so it's great for discovering new music or finding out more about a band that you may have heard of but you've not really either listened to them or know much about them. So there's this sort of interview we're doing today, so it's a great opportunity. It's not something that I have done before, apart from once at a little coffee house gig that was run by a promotions company based in Fife, but it's definitely something to think about in the future.
I mean, yeah, as Sandy says, is that it's a good like promotional tool for like small businesses and like artists to helps them get out there, you know. And yeah, I mean, it's a great thing, and I hope people keep doing it because it's gets people knowing, doesn't it? So
Those are some great answers. And the last question, this is where you can promote yourselves to hell, like promote the, pardon my French, shit out of everything. Where can people catch you live next? What was that?
I was fainting at your potty mouth. Our next gig is this coming Saturday at Henry's Cellar Bar in Edinburgh, 7:00, with we're supporting a band called Foggy City Orphan from Glasgow. It's a promotions company called Mellow Promotions, Scottish promotions company that are putting that night on, and there's another couple of artists playing as well. What's it called? Is it Gold City Rollers or
yeah, I think it's the Gold City Rollers.
the Gold Rollers, I think, and is it CC Bloom?
Yeah, CC Bloom.
CC Bloom. So that promises to be quite a good night. So come along.
That's awesome. So we'll put a link to that in the description of the YouTube video you're watching right now after it, and pop it in the event link. So I will let you two go and get yourselves a bit ready while I go and have my usual sponsor chat. So thank you very much, guys. You can take Hamish with you if you want. Put him on. Put. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. He'll be fine. So, thank you very much to everyone watching, of course. Again, as we do, thank you to Channel 7A for doing the streaming for us. The Depot, where we are, as we are every week, for providing the space. And our wonderful my wonderful partner, Grant McRobbie, our photographer, driving me around and feeding me ham rolls while I'm getting set up. So, I think we're going to go and pan over now to Cornfield Chase and see what they're up to.
Look into my eyes again, you'll see. Look up to the sky again,
was great, guys. So what was that a song called?
Humanity.
And what's the next track called?
The Best of Us.
Perfect. So fire away, guys.
It's only 2 on Sunday. I'll take my time till Monday. You're on the wire forever. Why do you always know best? I'll follow clouds an hour. I'll pick some pretty flowers. You're screaming something, nothing. Why don't you give it a rest? All of the time you're just making a sound. Children occupying the lost and found. Something for nothing, nothing for something. Sad society's best. We pray to the God of fortune. We ask for larger portions. Just what happens with rising oceans? Is humanity facing a test? We act in double standards, selling goods and then firing them backwards. Are our leaders really method actors? How did they rise to the crest? All of the time you're just making a sound. Children occupying the lost and found. Something for nothing, nothing for something. Sad society's best. We can only turn the world if we listen to the breeze. We can only make the change if we truly decide to be free. Life's too short to spend wasting time on material wants and greed. Life is long for those who learn to respect the world for free. We know that we're worth the change. We know that we're an evolving race. It's time to consolidate our lives. It's time for us to sit and think. Just
Woo, thank you, guys. I'm gonna come over and join you now. If I can, if this mic cable likes me this
Come
week.
hither. Come join us.
I'm gonna come and join you. I'm gonna come. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to the fourth part of the Captain's Log with the wonderful Cornfield Chase. So half of them are here.
Thank you.
Sandy and Chris. Thank you again to Channel 7A, The Depot, Grant McRobbie, for helping us do this. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, and these guys, of course. Thank you to these guys. And subscribe to our YouTube, because once we hit 100 subscribers, we actually get a custom URL, which would be really, really cool for us to do. So next week we have the wonderful Amy on our sofa. Same time as usual, 6 p.m, and we'll post an event link out to you guys as soon as it's up. Thank you very much and good night. Take a bow, guys. Take a bow. We're still live.